In the silent hours before dawn, when the world is neither asleep nor awake, a dream descended upon Hazrat Ibrahim like a weight upon the soul. It was not an ordinary dream that fades with morning light, it returned again and again, sharp, clear, and unyielding. In that dream, he saw his own hands performing an act that no father on earth could ever imagine, offering his beloved son Ismail as a sacrifice by the command of Allah. Every time Hazrat Ibrahim opened his eyes, his heart trembled, yet his faith stood firm. He had waited decades for this child, prayed with tears for him, and now that same child was being asked back by the one who had gifted him. The test was not of blood, but of belief, not of love, but of obedience. As the sun rose, Hazrat Ibrahim realized this was no illusion. This was a divine command, and history was about to witness a moment that would echo until the end of time. Hazrat Ismail was no longer a helpless child, he was a young boy with wisdom beyond his years and a heart nurtured in faith. When Hazrat Ibrahim finally spoke, his voice carried both pain and honesty. He did not command his son, he consulted him, revealing the dream exactly as it was. For a brief moment, silence filled the space between them, heavy and sacred. Then Ismail spoke words that would forever be written in the hearts of believers. He told his father to do what Allah had commanded and promised patience. There was no rebellion, no fear-filled scream, only submission and trust. A mother's heart, Hazrat Hara's heart, sensed the storm without words. She watched them leave, holding back tears not because she felt no pain, but because her faith was greater than her sorrow. Every step toward Mina felt like a mountain, every breath a prayer. Shaitan tried to whisper doubts, to ignite fear and hesitation, but Hazrat Ibrahim rejected him again and again, teaching humanity that faith must be defended at every step. When the moment arrived, when father and son stood ready, Ismail lay down willingly, asking his father to blindfold himself so his hand would not tremble. The knife was raised, the world held its breath, and at that instant, Allah's mercy descended. The blade did not cut. A divine call stopped Hazrat Ibrahim, and a ram was sent from the heavens as a replacement. The test was complete. The sacrifice had already been accepted, not through blood, but through absolute obedience. Centuries have passed, but the question remains alive in every heart: what would you give up if Allah asked you today? The story of Hazrat Ibrahim and Ismail does not belong to the past, it lives in every Eid al-Adha, in every act of sacrifice, and in every moment when faith is tested against desire. Bakra Eid is not about the animal alone, it is about surrendering ego, fear, and attachment for the sake of Allah. Hazrat Ibrahim taught us that true love is never lost when given to Allah, it is returned multiplied in mercy and honor. Hazrat Ismail taught us that obedience is not weakness, but the highest form of strength. This is why their story still shakes hearts and moistens eyes, because it asks us to look within ourselves. When the knife of trial is raised over what we love most, will we trust Allah the way they did? The message of Qurbani is clear and eternal. When faith is sincere, Allah's mercy always arrives before the blade falls.